Before it's too late, call Dale's Heating and Appliance. Winters here can be brutal. When the temperatures drop, it's important to keep your heating system working in your home or office. Dale's Heating and Appliance will install and service an array of top brand heating systems and provide 24-hour emergency service. Trustworthy, on-time, and worry-free, Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City, serving all communities. For expert service guaranteed, call 320-629-3531.
Live in the John Herges Cambridge Motor Studios, this is WCMP.
The following is a production of WCMP Sports.
And welcome in, sports fans. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Pine City at Pine City Civic Center as we get set for tonight's matchup between the Mora Mustangs and the Pine City Area Dragons. Out on WCMP online on our YouTube stream, 106.5 FM and AM 1350. Wherever you may be joining us tonight, thanks for tuning in and joining us for this matchup. It's going to be a 5A matchup just before playoffs as we are almost set to go for postseason play. Each team has one more game after tonight, and then we're going to definitely get deep into the postseason feeling here on WCMP. We're going to come back, get our pregame underway from Pine City when we return on WCMP.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W Root Beer Freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Each and every hockey player on the ice has had dreams of one day making it to the pros. As we get older, we still have dreams, but those dreams change. Are you dreaming of a new home or maybe a remodeling project on your current home? Let Log Creek Builders help you make your dreams a reality. George Sell with Log Creek Builders is ready to help you complete your next project. Visit Log Creek Builders on Facebook to see what dreams have come true for others and what is possible for you. Log Creek Builders says good luck and go Dragons.
Before it's too late, call Dale's Heating and Appliance. Winters here can be brutal. When the temperatures drop, it's important to keep your heating system working in your home or office. Dale's Heating and Appliance will install and service an array of top brand heating systems and provide 24-hour emergency service. Trustworthy, on-time, and worry-free, Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City, serving all communities. For expert service guaranteed, call 320-629-3531.
In Pine City, as we get working through the pregame for tonight's matchup between the Mora Mustangs and the Pine City Area Dragons. Coming in tonight's matchup, the Pine City boys squad is 8-8 on the year. They are 7-6 in conference play. They are also currently sitting at 7-7 in section play as we get set for postseason action. They've lost their last two matchups against Chisago Lakes and Monticello. Both games pretty close. In both games, they felt that they probably could have had a chance to be able to win that one. So definitely something that Pine City is looking to be able to get back on the winning ways. They had won 8 of 10 before that after starting out slow at the beginning of the year. They're coming off a 21-7 year, 6-0 in conference play, losing to Monticello in the third round of the postseason. Mora comes in 6-6 on the year. They are 2-0 in conference play. They've won their last two after starting 3-1. Then they lost 5 of 6 kind of in the middle portion, but they are coming in on a 2-game win streak. They were 15-11 last year, 3-3 in conference play, losing in the first round to Sauk Rapids Rice. Mora won earlier this season on January 21st, 8-5 in a game that I had on here. Pine City led in the game, but Mora went on a tear after that for about mid-second period to the end of the game. That was kind of one of the last games that Pine City really struggled in as they broke out after that, as I mentioned, winning 8 of 10. Pine City is coming off of 5 straight winning seasons. Mora has 2 straight winning seasons. Each team sitting at about 500 right now, looking to be able to get an extra win to be able to get themselves into a positive margin going into postseason play. We're going to get our starting lineups, the national anthem, and the puck drop here in moments when we return on WCMP.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with the mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our Rapid Mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Reliance Financial is a full-service accounting and tax firm. They offer a broad range of services for both business and personal finance. They take pride in helping their clients achieve their financial goals. Reliance Financial can help you with tax planning and preparation, wealth management, and day-to-day accounting needs for your business. Whatever your financial needs are, reach out to the knowledgeable staff at Reliance Financial today. Locally owned and operated. Find them at rfinancial.org or 307-462-6991.
Rydberg & Sons is your local family-owned and operated excavation company. From Class 5 and custom gravel crushing to shoreline restoration, Rydberg & Sons are your guys. They also do grading, building site preparation, demolition, graveling of roads, and much more. Need fill? They got you covered from boulders or gravel to recycled blacktop and concrete. Call the crew at Rydberg & Sons at 320-629-2503. Rydberg & Sons, we move the earth. The Rydberg family, proudly playing hockey on Pine City since 1945.
National anthem before the start of tonight's matchup here between Pine City and Mora Malacca on WCMP, AM 1350, 106.5 FM, and our YouTube stream, WCMPradio.com/broadcast. Scheduled to be able to get that. Click on the game that you're looking for. They should all be underlined. Each one of them is a link right to our YouTube stream to be able to check it out and watch video of tonight's action. Taking a look at the starting lineups for each squad. Mora in net is going to go with Captain Ben Nordenstrom. Defense in front of him will be Jack Kritzek and Jagger Steiner. Wingers for tonight's matchup, Brody Anderson and Austin Rudek, centered by Carter Ashworth. Notably missing, though, is number 11, Parker Mitchell, who's one of the more dominant players for the Mora Mustangs. For the Pine City Dragons, Mason Olson will be in net like normal. Mason Rydberg and Jared Carpenter will be in front of him. And it'll be the McKiska-Parker Cell line centered by Daniel Sluka as each team huddles around their respective goal to be able to have last couple of moments before the start of today's game. We get set out at center, and we'll get the puck dropped at the start of tonight's matchup. Pine City 8-8, Mora 6-6. Mora took the earlier matchup, but this is a different Pine City squad since then. And then, of course, the loss of Parker Mitchell for the Mora Malacca Mustangs is definitely going to be a pretty big factor in tonight's matchup. Each team onto the bench and set to go. Sluka and Ashworth to get things going out at center ice. Puck is down, and we are underway here in Pine City. Puck will head back into the Mora zone. They play it up along the far side boards all the way deep into the Pine City zone, but it was from their own end. That'll be an icing call to start things out. We'll head down the length of the ice, or a face-off in the Mora zone. Face-off on the far side left of Nordenstrom against Luca and Ashworth. Do battle all night tonight on that face-off circle. Draws down and tied up right underneath each player. Mora eventually comes away with it momentarily. Shot by Sell goes just wide over the near side. It'll come all the way back to the point. Not out of the zone. Mora is able to, or Pine City rather, able to keep it in the zone. Wrapped around the boards on the near side now by Steiner. Back to the point. Carpenter fires that one in. Knocked to the corner by the netminder Nordenstrom. And the puck comes back out to center. It'll be flipped along the far edge, down the length of the ice into the Pine City zone. And we'll get a whistle on an icing and head all the way back into the Mora zone once again. Lead pass for Mora, just getting out of the zone just a little bit too long. And that'll be an icing. Face off far side left of Nordenstrom. Good to see fans in the stands. A little bit more population out there than there have been over the course of the year. Youngbauer fires a shot towards the net. It's going to be knocked down and taken back by Kritzek. Got it back as far as the blue line. Plays it over to the far side. Working back is going to be Forey. Has a lost puck. It's going to be over to the near side, intended for Smetana. But Smetna and Linnell unable to connect on that one as the puck was just behind him. Back it'll come Foray, plays it along the far side. Ashworth just out of his reach. Maybe flipped in along the far side boards by Corbin Kale. Pine City back behind their own net. We'll start it back. It'll come back to the blue line. Shot by Gravning. Went just wide of the net. Knocked down by Olsen. It'll be picked up by Youngbauer back behind. Youngbauer across for Linnell. Linnell back for Lindblom. Now plays it back for Linnell on this near side from his own end. Pine City got almost everybody in their own zone, trying to be able to work it out of the zone. Good forecheck being put on by the Mustangs. Puck over to the far side. Now set for Graves, who fires a shot. I think that might have been deflected by a lot of traffic out in front. Back to the blue line and out as it'll come back from Welch. Ball taken away now by Ashworth in on the left wing. Puck back behind over to the near side and just off of the skate of Rudek. He'll head down the length of the ice. Nordenstrom sticks his goalie stick out to be able to knock that puck down. McKiska over to the far side. Sell has it hit off of the stick and go up high. Correction, it was Sluka on that shot. Now a shot from the near side, or far side rather, from Rydberg. Just a little bit wide as Pine City's starting to put on some power on these next couple of minutes here. Puck down the length of the ice. It'll be smothered by Mason Olsen, the Dragon netminder, as the puck came down the length of the ice but on goal, so he had to play that one, and with an on-rushing Rudek, had to just go ahead and smother that and get the draw in the zone. Face off on the near side left. Draw one back by the Dragons. Carpenter will play it across now for Rydberg. Tries to wrap it around the boards now for Sell. Sell lays it back out for Sluka, and now it'll be Sluka and McKiska crossing the line together. Drops for Sell. Sell supporting the play, works his way back in deep, tried to fire a shot, ended up losing the puck back behind. Got one shot away, but it was just a little bit wide. Now puck picked up by the Mustangs. Back not quite to the blue line. Sell fires a wrister just wide of the net. Over to the near side in the corner. Sluka tries to play it underneath for McKiska. Coming in after that one, Struve trying to be able to get it back to the blue line. It'll be taken away, though, by the Dragons. Lindblom fires that shot just wide. Hit the glass back behind. Shot by Carpenter. That gets knocked to the corner by the leg pads of Ben Nordenstrom. Deflected all the way down the length of the ice, though. Pine City will come all the way back after it. Lindblom works his way all the way through center, now into the zone. Weaves his way this way and that, trying to set up for a shot. Drops for Welch. Shot just off of the netminder and too deep for Smetna. Smetna was trying to come in, crashing in for a rebound, and now the puck will come back out to the neutral zone. Lindblom back for Youngbauer, back for Lindblom. Just behind him, couldn't quite handle that one. Linnell on that far side had to go off the official. Back will come for Lindblom. Over to the near side now. Smetna chops that one down and crosses into the zone. Fires that one in deep. Cross it'll come on the far side now. Linnell plays it underneath. Mustangs will pick it up from there. Bringing it back now will be Kritzek. Gets along the near side boards but not out of the zone. Kept in by Welch. Now backhanded out of the zone by Steiner. Back through center and into the Pine City zone it'll go. Welch from his own zone makes a couple of moves, gets into the zone, flips it ahead, but it's picked up immediately by Taven Peterson. Sent back by Pine City momentarily. Now a long lead pass along the left wing. Price will cross into the zone. Puck back behind will be picked up there by Rydberg. Tried to play it out of the zone. It's going to be kept in along that far side by Rudek. Fires a shot. Save made, but not handled real well by Olsen. Kind of handcuffed him a little bit, but Carpenter right there to be able to knock that one away from the front of his netminder. Welch on the far side is going to lay it back off for Linnell. Carpenter will pick that one up and work his way ahead on the right wing. Carpenter dumps it in on that right wing. Pine City changes behind the play. Puck along the far side. Sell chasing after it, but unable to hold the zone as it'll come back out to neutral. Sluka now ahead on the left wing. Speeds his way across the blue line. Fires that one in deep. He'll chase in after it. Peterson will get there first. Tries to get it out of the zone. Kept in by Linnell. Up top for Carpenter. Carpenter high slot. Fires a shot. Tipped by McKiska. Just wide of the net. Back behind. Sell trying to get it out now for Sluka. Back for Carpenter. Sluka gets it back. Plays it underneath for Sell on the near side. Sell loses the puck though. Mora able to get the clear out of the zone. Pine City will pick it up in neutral. In on the right wing now will be Linnell, but an offsides will be called. We'll get a face-off back out at center. 11:39 to go, period number one. No score between Pine City area and the Mora Malacca Mustangs. Both teams kind of feeling each other out, getting set for tonight's matchup. Pine City, last couple of games against Monticello and Chisago Lakes have come out absolutely firing. That one goes high up into the rafters. It'll be a face-off in the Mora zone. During us during the intermission break, we'll talk to Coach Sauter. I'll come up and discuss the first period with us. And during the post game, we'll also talk to the Nichols Cafe player of the game. Nichols Cafe, remember, eat more bacon. Puck back along the near side. Youngbauer is able to keep it in. Braz on the ice, fires it back underneath. Third line out there, Haug and Leager. Out there with Linnell and Youngbauer. Linnell keeps it on that far side. Leager slips a check nicely, trying to get a shot away, unable to do so as the puck is picked up and brought back now by Ty Graves. Graves ahead on the far side, loses the puck. Youngbauer will pick it up, quickly leads it ahead for Leager. Leager, one of the more talented younger players for this Pine City squad. A sophomore, McCoy Leager. Puck ahead on the near side. Braz sends that one back underneath. It'll be picked up there by Struve. Works his way on the far side, trying to get it out of the zone. Unable to do so as it's kept in, sent in by Rydberg. Save made on the shot from the point. Youngbauer sends that one back in, but he was across the line, so Pine City will check back up, but also get a change. Mora sends the puck down the length of the ice. He was touched on the way through, so no icing, but it does allow Mora to be able to get a fresh set of bodies on the ice. Puck back out through center as Youngbauer lost an edge, but he's able to get it ahead for Welch, though. In on the right wing, back behind. Welch tries to drive in to be able to help Linnell as puck is taken away and brought back now by Kritzek. Back to the point. Nell loses it. Ashworth over to the near side. Puck back to the neutral zone on this near side and then chipped up into the Mora box, the Mora bench area. So we'll have a face-off back out at center. 9:55 to go here, period number 1 at the Pine City Civic Center. Welch and Kale to take the draw. Welch wins the draw back for Carpenter. Carpenter from his own zone will play it across. Now Rydberg into the zone on the right wing. Plays the puck back behind, taken away there by Kritzek. Plays it over to the near side. Taken away by Welch before getting it out. Now Moore is able to clear the zone. Puck sent all the way down the length of the ice. They waved down icing as Rudek was back there right away. Correction, that's Kritzek in. Tried to center it out in front. He was looking for Kale, but knocked away by Carpenter. Now Welch will bring it out of the zone. Welch, he's going to be ahead with Smetna. Lays it ahead for Smetna. He's able to drag it ahead to him. Fires a shot. It was deflected. Kind of caught Nordstrom by off guard a little bit. I think Peterson got a hold of that one a little bit. Puck back out to the neutral zone. Lindblom will head back after it over to the near side now. Youngbauer quickly ahead for Smetna, but lost the puck. Youngbauer rather comes in and lays the wood to Corbin Kale. And the puck will come back into the Pine City zone. Now a long lead pass is well too far for McKiska. They'll wave off icing, however. Mora in their own zone. Struve ahead on the far side of the ice. Gets it back through and into the Pine City zone, but not with control, and it'll be picked up by Youngbauer. Long lead pass for Sell is touched on the way through, but just out of his reach to be able to try to carry it in the zone. Sell back behind underneath, plays it over to the near side, able to get it away for Youngbauer, who pinched down on the play. McKiska comes back to play the blue line. Puck comes away with Sell, tried to center it out in front, couldn't quite connect on the doorstop. McKiska back at the blue line, fires a shot held onto by Nordstrom. Had a good shooting lane, but he also had a good lane to be able to see that one, did Nordstrom. See that one come right into the chest protector. He's able to close down on it. Hold on. 8:16 to play, period number 1. No score between Pine City area and Mora Malacca. Draw one over to the near side. Smetna out to the center. In the high slots, Welch makes a nice move. Fires a shot. It was just wide of the net. I don't know if Nordstrom got a piece of that one. Wraparound attempt by Smetna is knocked away. And now it'll come back out to the neutral zone and brought back by the Mustangs. Back through center. Trying to work a 2-on-1 was Foray. Puck comes back out to the neutral zone. There was cheering almost as if there was a delayed call. I don't see any hands up, however, so we play on. Both teams have touched it. Puck now turned over and a high shot by Coakley. Just high of the net. Olsen was trying to pinch down on that edge to be able to be aware of that one. Back it'll come. Shot just wide of the net from Kritzek. Went wide glove side on that one. It was low, but just couldn't quite hit the net. Now Kritzek over to the near side, fires a shot, deflected by Welch up into the netting. Back behind. 7:20 to play, period number 1. Face off in the Pine City zone on the near side left of netminder Mason Olsen. Mason Olsen, a junior for this Dragon squad. Puck over to the near side now. Lindblom will pick it up after the draw. He'll play it back across for Youngbauer. Long lead pass ahead for Sell, and Sell and Sluka cross the line and cross each other. Sell to the slot, fires a shot, tipped up over the top of the net, just over the top of the head of Nordenstrom, and now it's going to be flipped back by Kritzek, back through the neutral zone. Picked up by Youngbauer. Youngbauer quickly ahead for Sluka, works his way in on the left wing, fires a shot. Scooped up by Nordenstrom. Had a draw on the near side right of Ben Nordenstrom. Ben Nordenstrom, senior co-captain for this Mora Malacca Mustangs squad. I apologize, no slight to anybody from Malacca if I just call them the Mora Mustangs, just in an effort to be kind of efficient with how many words I'm using as the puck comes back out to the neutral zone. Lindblom, Youngbauer, back for Lindblom. Lead pass ahead now comes from McKiska. Momentarily had it knocked away from him, but he's able to gather it back. Now taken away by Ashworth, and Mustangs will work it back through center. Ahead on the right wing as Tram unable to carry it into the zone. Picked up by Lindblom. Lindblom off the boards. Over to the near side trying to get it for Youngbauer. He meets at the point with Tram. They both go flying each direction. Neither one of them really seemed interested to be able to play the puck. Sluka will dig that one out and start it back the other direction for the Mustangs. Sluka goes down as he's able to get the pass ahead for Sell. Sell fakes the shot, works his way back behind, goes for the wraparound, but it slipped off the toe of his stick and right through the crease all the way over to the far side of the ice. He had the wraparound working and he had an open net to work with. Nordenstrom had not slid across, but he just could not control it through as it rolled off the toe of his stick. Puck back down the length of the ice is Mora able to get it clear. Puck right below us. Smetnet touches that one across for Welch. Now off for Linnell. Linnell back for Welch underneath. Tried to center it out in front. Nobody there, though, except for Kritzek. Kritzek knocked it back behind Linnell, trying to dig that one out. Mustangs close very well in their own zone to be able to keep that puck from getting dangerously out into that slot area in front of the netminder. Now it's going to be flipped up out of the zone by Kritzek, but out of play as well as it heads up into the stands. Again, pretty good crowd on hand as you're allowed to have fans in the stands, which is always a fun thing. You get a close matchup like this and you get a lot of fans. Just adds a whole different element to the game, not only watching it and playing it and calling it. A lot of fun. Puck over to the near side, back just past Carpenter. It'll head down the length of the ice. They wave off icing, or they call icing, I should say. Puck slides all the way through the zone. Back to the official for the draw. Near side right of Nordenstrom. Haug and Kale to take the draw. Puck down, and it'll be picked up by Leager, who cut right through, went back behind. It'll be taken away instead now by the Mustangs. Back it comes with Kale. Crosses over to the far side. Loses the puck, though, right away to the Dragons, and now it'll be brought back by Leager. Works his way in, 1-on-3. He had Braz coming to be able to help, but the puck was knocked away by Kale, who's checked off the puck. He slides over to the near side. Puck heads back behind, and the Dragons able to get it back out to center. Braz tipped that one through, but it's knocked away from him and sent back by Struve. Puck over to the far side. Trying to be able to bring that one in is Haug, and now we're going to get a check on an elbow. He went high to be able to try to get that check in. And our first penalty of the game is going to go against the Mora Mustangs. He had first power play of the opportunity on an elbow. That penalty comes at the 12:43 mark of period number 1. Penalties against number 20, Austin Rudek. So first opportunity on the power play goes to the Dragons. Sell spins away from a check. Sets up top, now plays it underneath on the far side. Into the corner for Sluka, now up top for McKiska. Back over to the near side for Sell. Sell over to the near side, stepping up Welch right out in front. Fires a shot, I think it hit traffic out in front. Carpenter was on the doorstep. Not sure who it hit, but I don't think it made it all the way to Nordenstroom. Up top, high slot, Sell. A lot of traffic, fires that one just high. Hits the glass back behind. Welch over to the far side for McKiska. Now to Sell. Sell plays it back underneath on the near side. Gets by Sluka. And it's going to be wrapped around the boards on the near side by Foray. And down the length of the ice it'll go. Pine City will work their way back into their own zone. Minute 15 to go in the power play. 3:30 to go in the period. Puck back through center. Parker Sell crosses the line and gets himself set up in the zone. Over to the far side, and he goes down. And now we got another delayed call coming on Mora. I think this one is going to go on Kritzak. That penalty is going to come at the 13:41 mark. It is on Kritzak. So Pine City not only on the power play, but on the 5-on-3 for a minute 3. Now a little bit of a delay as the officials discussing it with Coach Kevin Nolt, Charlie Whitbread for the Mora Mustangs. Puck out in front, slides into the net. It just went towards the front of the net. Not exactly sure what happened as that puck on the draw just came right out on the doorstep. And it'll be a power play goal for the Dragons. Try to watch on the little video delay on the draw. Yeah, it just dribbled right out in front, and I don't know that it was even seen. I don't think it was even seen by Nordenstroom. There's a lot of traffic out in front. And now the puck back out at center. Youngbauer works the puck into the zone. Parker Sell unassisted gets the goal. Power play goal at 13:45 as the Dragons work their way back into their own zone. Now still on the man advantage. Youngbauer works his way in on the right wing. Sets up far side. Tries to slide that puck underneath. Now looking out in front. Back for Lindblom. Flipped over to the near side. Lindblom drops it back for Youngbauer. Steps up, fires a shot. Deflected a couple of times. Puck up in the air in the doorstep. Lindblom was jamming away at it, but it was knocked to the corner by Nordenstroom. Up top, Lindblom got it away for Youngbauer, but it was deflected on the way through. Now it's going to be taken away on a deflection for Foray. Foray works his way back into the Pine City zone. Sets up, fires a shot. Blocker save made by Mason Olsen with 1 minute remaining in the power play. 2:15 to go in the period. Linnell crosses the line into the zone. Power play one out there now for the Dragons. Linnell looking out in front. Gets it for Welch. Welch steps up, fires a shot. Blocker save made. Big rebound, sits out in front, but it comes back to the blue line. Smetna unable to hold the zone. It'll come back into the Pine City end. Sell plays it ahead now for Sluka. Sluka into the slot. Works his way now over to the left wing. Sets up in the corner. As the Dragons try to get everybody out there, it'll be cleared out by Ashworth, and down the length of the ice it'll go. 22 seconds remain in the power play. Minute and a half to go in the period. Sluka on the far side had it knocked away from him. Ashworth again knocks that one down into the Pine City zone. Carpenter works his way ahead. Now down to 8 seconds to go in the power play. Carpenter in on the far side, fires a shot. Big rebound came out in front off of Nordenstroom, but Pine City unable to do anything with it. One-timer for Sell. Kick save There's another kick save on the rebound by Carpenter that came out in front. Nordstrom all over. If he can see the puck, he's able to get it. He's down on the ground, trying to be able to look through legs to be able to see it on that one as we're back to even strength. Sal backhanded one high up over the top of the net. And now Mora able to get the clear down the length of the ice with 1 minute remaining in the period. Some fast and furious action there, but Nordstrom, very good job being able to track that puck and being able to get himself in a position to be able to see that puck. The power play goal that he let up, I don't think he ever seen that puck as it just happened to slide through. Just had enough momentum. I don't know that it made it more than the puck width over the goal line. But he had slid where the traffic was going over to his far post on that particular play. Draw one now by Mora. Back out to center, sent in by Linnell. On goal, it'll be smothered by Nordstrom. We'll get a draw in the zone once again. 44 seconds remain in the period. Stick with us again. During the intermission break, we'll talk with Coach Sauter, the Pine City Dragons, about his impressions in the first period. Puck back behind. It'll be picked up by Foray. Wraps around the boards over to the near side. It'll come back into the Pine City zone. Youngbauer plays it across for Linnell. Tried to play back for Youngbauer, but he was cycling towards him. His long lead pass goes by everybody down the length of the ice. It'll be icing on the Dragons. 28 seconds remain in the period. Puck back into the Pine City zone now for a Mora offensive draw. Face off on the near side left of Mason Olson. Draw one back by the Dragons. Sluka picks that one up, or is able to draw it back rather. Back for Rydberg. Now a lead pass coming through center is going to be knocked down and taken away by Brody Anderson in on the left wing. Anderson tries to pinch down on it, but now it's going to be taken away by Sluka. Sluka ahead for Sell. Sell crosses the line with McKiska. Fires a shot. Blocker save made. Correction, kick save. Kicked out in front, but there was nobody crashing down. McKiska on the near side jamming away at it, trying to be able to put another shot on goal. Instead, it goes to the corner, and that will be the end of the first period. 1-0 is the score after one period of play in favor of the Pine City Dragons. We'll be back here to Pine City to wrap things up for the first period. We return on 106.5 and AM 1350 WCMP.
Hi, I'm Eric Hoppy. If you're looking to buy a quality vehicle from someone you can trust without having to haggle, come see me, Eric Hoppy, at Kanabec Auto Sales, located in Mora on Highway 65. I'll help you find the right vehicle for you and your family and make sure you're satisfied with your investment. And I understand how important it is to stay within your budget. Cars you can trust from a guy you can trust. That's me, Eric Hoppy, Kanabec Auto Sales in Mora.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franz & Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzandbank.com/getThere. Franz & Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
FM 106.5, AM 1350, and WCMP online. Joined now by Coach Sauter here during the first period intermission. And Coach Sauter, the good news is it's 1-0, but it felt like the team that we've seen the last couple of games against Monticello and Chisago that came out firing in the first couple minutes of the periods kind of started, and I don't want to say a little slow, but maybe kind of feeling the game out a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely we're, kind of feeling them out. And we didn't really have the jump and the intensity we were hoping for to start off the gate there, but I think as the period went on, we got better. So
the one goal on the power play, it was on the 5-on-3, but I'm not 100% that a power play would have helped that particular goal at all, just the way that it developed in front of Nordstrom.
Yeah, I didn't even really see how it went in. I was just asking my coaches. They didn't see it either. I know we had a good pressure in front of their goal, and he made a save, and it ended up going in pretty slow, so we'll take it.
It looked, in a way, it almost looked like it went out in front, and he followed the traffic, and it just had momentum.
Yeah.
And dribbled its way in. It didn't seem.
We'll take it any way we can get it. Get the puck to the net and get in front, get traffic, crash, and we'll get some bounces once in a while too.
It did seem that after that goal, things kind of opened up a little bit. You guys were able to get, granted you were still on the power play, but were able to get a little bit more pressure in the offensive zone after that.
Yeah, I think the shots were 18-2, and we, like you said, we don't seem to be moving the puck as a team as much. We're kind of maybe trying to do a little too much individually, but we'll address that in the locker room and start moving the puck and really hopefully pick up the pace here a bit.
That's the message during the intermission break?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining us here in the first period intermission, and good luck in the second period.
Thanks.
We'll be back here on FM 106.5, AM 1350, WCMP.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franz & Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franz & Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franz & Bank mortgage expert today at franzandbank.com/getThere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franz & Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
FM 106.5, AM 1350, WCMP online. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Pine City Civic Center. Want to thank all of our sponsors for jumping on board for all of our games so far the course of the year. Knabec Auto Sales, out of Mora, Northwoods Bank, Dale's Heating, Air Conditioning, and of course, well, special thanks also out to DPR Builders, our intermission sponsor, helping us be able to go through this intermission break, talk to Coach Sauter, and just keep moving the feet is the message for him out of the locker room. I think that for the Mora Mustangs, I think you got to keep doing what you're doing right now, as they have really kind of stymied the offense that has been a pretty potent one over the last couple of games against some very, very stiff competition. As I mentioned, Pine City coming in on a 2-game losing streak into tonight. I mentioned that during the pregame, but both losses were to teams that were ahead of them in section standings. But they played very well against both of those squads, and Mora not only a little bit behind them, but also missing their star goal scorer in Parker Mitchell. So I think that maybe, I don't know if maybe the kids thought that they were going to be able to glide through, but they have not had quite the force that they did in the last couple of games. And part of that is them, but part of it is also the defense being put on by the Mora Malacca Mustangs. So definitely give them credit on the other side of the ice. Take a look at some of the other games going on around our area. Spectrum is leading Onamia in the first half. Rush and Hinckley girls basketball is also scoreless in the first half. Mora boys leading Albany 23-19. Those on some of our other streams, on the YouTube streams, if you want to check into the other games out at all. East Central Ogilvie boys canceled for the night tonight. Information we got a little bit earlier today. So we'll try to keep an eye on some of the other scores as we work our way through into the second half of some of those games. Some of them, like Hinckley, Finlayson, and Rush, just getting underway in the first half for girls basketball. But we will definitely keep an eye on that. Join us for a fun weekend of games pretty much all weekend long. Friday, we're going to have girls hockey back on the ice. The Pine City girls will play host to North Shore. Other games going on tomorrow night: Mora and North Branch boys basketball, Cambridge A. Sani and Monticello boys basketball, as well as Onamia and Rush City boys basketball. One girls basketball matchup will be Rush City and Mora. Then join us for a trio of games on Saturday: boys basketball, Cambridge A. Sani and Big Lake at 3 p.m. will be bracketed by a pair of hockey games. Girls hockey matchup at 1 o'clock will be Cambridge A. Sani St. Francis North Branch, which is Northern Tier. The Northern Tier Stars playing host to Sartell at David C. Johnson Civic Center in Asani. And then the nightcap that night will be the Pine City girls playing host to Chisago Lakes. And that will wrap up our regular season schedule as we turn our gaze towards the postseason. A lot of these teams playing their last couple of games over the course of the next handful of days, and then we all start looking towards postseason play, which is kind of an exciting thing to be able to do. We're kind of looking forward to that a little bit more this year than we were last year. Tonight is the 1-year anniversary of last year. I covered East Central and Hinckley Finlayson in the subsection championship, and Hinckley Finlayson came from behind in the last few seconds to be able to get some clutch free throws to win that game by 1 point to go to the section final. Later on that night, I got word that likely that game was going to be held without fans. And the next morning, I wake up to the game being canceled and all of the remainder for the winter sports season was canceled. Ultimately, the spring sports season canceled as well for the state of Minnesota, as the pandemic definitely took over 1 year ago today in the Minnesota area. So nice to see things are getting a little bit more back to normal as we have games going on and postseason going to happen. And of course, the rules are also coming out for the spring sports season, which is great news to hear as well. Second period to come your way here in just a little bit on WCMP. We return after a word from a couple more of our sponsors and sports boosters.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Each and every hockey player on the ice has had dreams of one day making it to the pros. As we get older, we still have dreams, but those dreams change. Are you dreaming of a new home or maybe a remodeling project on your current home? Let Log Creek Builders help you make your dreams a reality. George Sell with Log Creek Builders is ready to help you complete your next project. Visit Log Creek Builders on Facebook to see what dreams have come true for others and what is possible for you. Log Creek Builders says good luck and go Dragons.
Before it's too late, call Dale's Heating and Appliance. Winters here can be brutal. When the temperatures drop, it's important to keep your heating system working in your home or office. Dale's Heating and Appliance will install and service an array of top brand heating systems and provide 24-hour emergency service. Trustworthy, on-time, and worry-free, Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City, serving all communities. For expert service guaranteed, call 320-629-3531.
WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP online. All of our programming options for tonight's matchup. Pine City Area Dragons playing host to the Mora Malacca Mustangs. 1-0 is our score after one period of play. Parker Sell at 13:45 unassisted made it 1-0 in favor of the Dragons. Coming into tonight's matchup, Northern Lakes leads Section 5A, followed by Cambridge, and then Chisago Lakes, Monticello in 4th, St. Francis, and then Pine City in 6th currently. QRF also factors into some of that ranking as well, as they are just behind St. Francis. St. Francis, Pine City, and Sauk Rapids Rice, 48, 49, and 50 as far as the QRF rankings, which are done through a bunch of algorithms and some input from media and coaches. Northern Lakes at 15-2 overall, 4-1 in conference play. They lost to Cambridge A. Sandy just the other day. Thought that they would drop a little further. Thought Cambridge might move up a little bit more, but it's awfully close as Northern Lakes finishes with a couple of really tough matchups this weekend. We'll see how that plays out before we head to postseason, but I think that's something we've talked about on the broadcast before, that even if you go as far as Sauk Rapids, Rice, maybe even Mora Malacca, if you put them in there as well, really any of the top 6 or 7 teams could win Section 5A and represent them at the state tournament. Puck is down and we're underway here for the second period. Puck driven into the Mora zone, picked up immediately and sent the length of the ice. They're going to wave off icing as it's chased down now on the offensive zone by Kritzek. Kritzek as Mora trying to put something together on the offensive end. I believe shots were 18-2 is what Coach Sauter had said. That one's sent back in by Mora, wide of Mason Olson. Ashworth stepped up on the far side but was unable to corral it. Sluka will work his way back through the neutral zone. Sell in on the right wing, tried to drop it back at the point. Will be picked up there by Sluka. Sluka got it back for Lindblom, back for Sell, trying to gather it up and unable to do so. Chipped out of the zone by Rudak over to the far side. Now brought back in by McKiska. McKiska fires a shot, went back door. Trying to be able to get it on the backside for Sluka, but it just went off the heel of his stick. Talked about that clearing attempt on the far side, how it didn't go very far. It actually hit the official. So they blow the whistle. That's where the whistle came from. They had the one opportunity, offensive opportunity, and then they blew that one down, as the official needed just a moment to be able to kind of collect his thoughts. Face off on the near side. Will come back to the point. Knocked away from Lindblom, but gathered up by Linnell. And wrapped around the boards over to the far side. Smetna chases in after it, able to kick it back out for Welch. Had it knocked away from him, and it'll be brought back out of the zone by Graves. Correction, that's going to be Gravning 15, not 5. Puck sent back deep into the zone. Mora back after it. Peterson over to the near side. Puck flipped high, just clearing the rafters. Back to the neutral zone. Youngbauer going to glove that one down and play it back into the zone. Back will come Welch. Tried to center it. Nobody there, however, except for blue sweaters. Puck sent down the length of the ice by Mora. That'll be an icing call, and we'll head back into the Mora zone for a face-off. $15:32 to go in period 2. That's how the English phrase works. Face-off on the near side left of Nordstrom. Draw one back by Pine City. Rydberg plays that one underneath. McKiska couldn't quite run that one down. Steiner got it back to the point, and now it'll be Ashworth that'll get a bit out of the zone. Ashworth crosses the line into the slot, fires a shot just wide of the net. The outstretched leg pad of Mason Olson gathered up and over to the near side now for Foray. Foray tried to take a shot. Puck up top. It'll be picked up by Kritzek, now turned over and brought back by Parker Sell. Sell crosses the zone, loses the puck, but it's gathered up by McKiska. Tried to go backdoor. Deflected by the defense, and it'll be knocked over to the far side corner. Sell chops it underneath. Able to get it for Sluka. Now back to the point for Rydberg. Turns and fires that one underneath. Sell chopped that one, trying to get it for Sluka. It'll be knocked away and back to the point for Rydberg. Rydberg gathers it up, able to hold the zone somehow along the boards on this near side. Sluka plays it underneath. Foray will pick it up now for the Mustangs and is able to get it cleared out down the length of the ice. Mason Olson comes back to be able to play that one, to be able to expedite the faceoff on the other end of the zone. Faceoff far side right of netminder Ben Nordenstrom. 14:30 to play period number 2. Draw one back. Chopped away. Mora technically I think would win the draw, but Pine City will get there first. Youngbauer is able to chase that one down, but it was hard rushing near by Gravning. And now back it'll come for the Dragons. Back out through center. Smetna crosses the line. He's in with Welch. He gets stood up on the play. Welch will pick it up, works his way back behind, trying to get it out front. Linnell crashing. Smetna had a piece of that one, but wide of the net. Not even close to being on goal. Now a shot by Smetna, wide on the stick side. Backhand by Youngbauer is blocked by the defense. Never made it all the way through. Now set up for Welch. Welch tried to toe pull that one into the slot, but loses the puck. It'll be chipped out by Peterson. He'll start it ahead on the right wing. Dumps the puck in. Mora is able to change. Or in the long period, as teams have to go the long way to be able to change. Puck ahead on the far side now. Pine City is able to get it into the zone with Smetna. Now a big collision between Smetna and Jagger Steiner. Puck heads down the length of the ice for an icing call. Clean hit as both players come off the ice. Both players seem to be no worse for the wear, maybe just more so kind of thinking about it a little bit. 13:21 to play, period number 2, 1-0. Pine City leads it on a power play goal from the first period. Draw one back for Pine City. Carpenter on the far side fires a shot and got tied up in traffic. It'll come all the way back. Another shot came through, tipped out in front. I think it got tipped past the netminder, but it was wide of the net. Nordstrom tracked it most of the way. Sell tried to center out for McKiska. Puck into the corner. Dug out and just out of the reach of Sluka. It'll come back for Carpenter, who tries to step up on it. Able to hold the zone if nothing else. Sell from the corner. He gets out for Sluka, rifles a shot just wide of the glove of Nordenstrom. And now the puck back to the blue line, but again, not out. Sell able to take it away. Sell sets, fires it high, and it goes over the top of the net. Puck over to the near side. Back to the point. Picked up there by Sluka. Sluka give and go nicely with Welch into the slot. Fires a shot right into the glove of Nordenstrom. Able to scoop that one up. Nordenstrom squaring that one up. Nordstrom on a very talented Mora Mustang baseball squad as well. Face off on the near side by Welch and Ashworth. Welch wins that one back. Lindblom holds the zone, sends that one back underneath. Peterson will try to get it out, plays it over for Steiner, and back to the neutral zone it'll come. Ashworth ahead, able to play it on the far side. Rudek works away on Olsen, and we're tied. Rudek gets all the way in on Mason Olsen. And we are all tied up at 1 apiece here in Pine City. Rudek gets the even strength goal at 4:45. See if there's any assist on that one, as it was brought back by Rudek and Ashworth, but not sure if Ashworth will get an assist on that one. Puck will come back out now for Welch. Steiner also gets an assist on that one. As another shot in the offensive zone is gobbled up by Nordenstrom. So Steiner and Ashworth combine on the assist for the Austin Rudek goal. 11:56 to play, period number 2. We are tied at 1. Parker Sell will work his way back behind. Puck all the way up top, and it's out of the reach of Carpenter. It'll head back through the offensive zone, or through the neutral zone, I should say, back into the Pine City end of the ice. Carpenter across for Rydberg. Gets back to the neutral zone, chopped away and knocked away by Kale momentarily, but Rydberg is able to carry it in. Rydberg into the slot. Sell fires a shot from a bad angle. Nordenstrom makes a save. Sell tried to come back out in front, but he's knocked away from him again. Back out to the neutral zone. Rydberg will work his way back into his own zone. Plays it out the far side boards. Mora will pick it up in their own zone and try to work it up ice. Puck tipped on the far side. Carpenter will come up with his zone on his own end. Over to the near side now. Rydberg flips that one over the top of a couple of defenders, but it's knocked out of the zone on the far side by Peterson. It'll head down the length of the ice. They wave off icing as it didn't have a ton of momentum. Now taken away by the Mustangs. Centering feed came out for Kritzak, but he was tied up on the play. And back it'll come for the Dragons. Working in now on the left wing is going to be McKiska. Puck comes free. Shot by Carpenter goes wide of the net. Over to the near side now, pinned up against the boards in the corner is going to be McKiska. Puck comes all the way through the slot over to the far side. Sell pinned up against the boards. Sluka comes in to be able to help. 10:30 to play in the period. Rudek in there trying to dig that one out, as well as Ashworth. Puck will come back to the blue line. Lindblom steps up on it, able to hold the zone. And now a goal by, not a goal, it was just wide of the net. Everybody stopped and raised their hands, but the puck goes back behind the net, not behind the net minder. More able to get the clear down the length of the ice. That'll be icing. Everybody started celebrating and everything stopped for a moment. Parker Sell puts his hands up. He thought that he had it in the net. It was one of those that went through that looked like it almost hit the net and came back out so quick. Coach Sauter wanted to talk to the official and just verify what happened there. We'll talk with Coach Sauter during the intermission about that as well. Puck over to the near side, off the window, and back to the neutral zone. Lindblom will pick it up and flip it back into the zone. Forey will try to tap it out and start something moving to the offensive end now for the Mustangs. Instead, it's going to be picked up and almost an opportunity inside by Haug. Haug had that one go off of his chest. And now a little pushing and shoving after the play. Lindblom stepped up on it and fired it in. It ended up deflecting off of Haug. But luckily for Mora, Nordenstrom had it basically kind of land right into his chest protector and is able to scoop that one up and hold on. A little pushing and shoving goes by the wayside. Nope, they're going to do offsetting minors on roughs. We'll play 5-on-5, but they'll put a couple of players in the box. Face off on the near side left of Nordenstrom. Welch to take the draw with Kale. Back behind for Foray, wraps around the boards on the far side. Come all the way down the length of the ice. We'll head all the way back into the Pine City zone for a draw. Still 5-on-5, even though there's a couple of players in the box, but nothing hurt by either way. Nine and a half to play here, period number 2. Rydberg fires that one in. Kick save made, knocked to the corner. Long lead pass out ahead, intended for Donahue. Is too far. That'll be a icing call. We move the draw back into the Mora offensive zone. Sluka trying to win that drawback. Won it back momentarily, but driving right through on that one was Gravning. Almost came away with it. Puck will come back into the Mora zone. Kritzek flips it back out. Now working ahead is going to be Gravning. Gravning in on the left wing. Wanted to play it back to the point, but he didn't have any help back there. Foray was oncoming, but he wasn't quite there yet. Over to the far side, sent in by Kritzek. Back behind on this near side in the corner. Mora trying to dig that one out, and instead it's going to come away with the Dragons. Back through center, Parker Sell, head of steam, works his way into the offensive zone. Sets up, loses the puck as it dribbles its way to the netminder Nordenstrom, who smothers that one. 8:43 to go here, period number 2. Halfway through this hockey game. 1-1 is our score, all knotted after an even strength goal put in by Rudek at 4:45. Matches the power play goal by Sell from the first period. Off the draw, a quick turnaround shot goes wide of the net, wide of Nordenstrom. Back it'll come for Steiner. Steiner flips it high up into the ceiling. Got it high enough, but it went right into the rafters, so draw will remain in the Mora zone. Face off on the near side left. Once again, back it'll come for Sell. Sell fires a shot, and I think it was going to be high of the net. Nordenstrom flipped his blocker up there and punches that one into the netting back behind. Draw will remain in the offensive zone for Pine City. Draw one back again by Sluka. Sell picks that one up, backhands it out in front. It's knocked away from the doorstep by Kritzek. Sell still comes away with it. Sluka trying to work back behind Kritzek. Again knocks it away. Ashworth trying to be able to help out as well. It'll be picked up now by Steiner. Steiner flips that one high. It's knocked away, though, by a high stick. Sluka gets it, but can't hold the zone, and the puck will come back now for Rydberg. Rydberg plays it across for Carpenter on the far side. Sets up in his own zone. Backhands it ahead now for Sell. Sell works his way in on the right wing, works his way to the slot. Sets, fires, save made, and gobbled up by Nordenstrom. This game earlier this year was won by Mora Malacca 8-5. Both teams have definitely been much different since then. Mora had started out extremely hot. Started 3-1, including a win over the top of Pine City, whereas Pine City started out really slow, losing their first handful of games. Now puck jamming away at it is McKiska, or Welch rather. Now the puck back for Lindblom comes out of the zone. Pine City had some opportunities there on the doorstep, but Nordenstrom denies them once again. Puck over to the near side now for Youngbauer. Youngbauer works his way in, tried to center it out in front, but it was behind Smetna. Be picked up by Gravning, able to get it back out to the neutral zone. Touched ahead by Steiner. Puck over to the far side. Gravning will come back after it and cross the puck into the zone. Works his way in on the right wing, knocked away by Smetna. And Smetna come away with the puck. Over to the near side now for Linnell as he spins away from a check. Ahead for Smetna. Smetna sets, fires just wide of the net. Over to the near side. Gravning does a good job tying up Linnell. allowing the pass to just drift out of the zone. Pine City has to come back and check up as the puck goes through. Steiner back behind, trying to lead that one all the way deep. Again, Pine City in offsides. Rudek thought he had a chance to be able to extend out on that one, but Steiner didn't see him. Now puck knocked out of play. We'll have a face-off at center. 6:25 to play period number 2. Draw one by Sluka, ahead now for Sell. Sell works his way near side, sets up, fires it high glove side, but he missed the net just a little bit high. Parker Sell has had himself a ball game. Just has not been able to get one in the back of the net yet. Correction, he did have the one in the back of the net. He has the one goal that they scored tonight. But he's had 4 or 5 different opportunities, just has not been able to cash in an additional one, I should say. 6:11 to play in the second period. 1-1 is our score. As we remind you, you're listening to FM 106.5, AM 1350, WCMP Pine City, as well as WCMP Online. Mora got the puck into the offensive zone, but couldn't quite get anything going. Back will come for now the Dragons. Sell played that one underneath, back for Rydberg. Rydberg flips that one underneath the net. On the near side, Carpenter pinches in to be able to pick that one up. He's in there with Sell, tried to center it out in front. The only people there, though, are wearing blue sweaters. Now Parker Sell works his way all the way through over to the far side. Now over to the near side now for Rydberg. Holds the zone, plays it underneath for McKiska. Off the boards underneath for Sluka. Sluka tied up, goes down on the play. No hand up, no penalty coming. And now we get a whistle on the near side in the corner. We'll move all the way back into the Pine City zone for a face-off. .5:25 to play in the period. The entire period basically even strength. We did have the one offsetting minor, but we've played even strength. We have not had a penalty, and we've just had the one goal that was scored by Mora. Pine City knocked the puck into the zone, but now long lead pass gets Mora back close to getting into the offensive end, but instead now taken away by Welch. Works his way in, fires a shot, and held on to by Nordenstroom. 5:02 to play in the second period. Face off on the near side left of Nordenstroom. Welch and Ashworth once again to do battle. Draw one back by the Mustangs as it'll come back. Crossing the line on the far side is going to be Kritzek. Kritzek, one of the better offensive defensemen in our area. Worked that puck all the way into the zone, but not able to get much going offensively against Mason Olson. Puck will come across for Youngbauer. His lead pass, trying to be able to hit it for Leaguer. Is out of his reach. It'll head down the length of the ice. That'll be icing on Pine City. We'll move the puck all the way back down to the Pine City zone. .435 to play in the second period. 1-1 between Pine City Area Dragons and the Mora Malacca Mustangs. Draw one back for Rydberg. Now Mora sets up back behind, trying to center it out in front. Quick shot. Olsen with the save. Rebound. He's able to smother that one. Grabney did a great job trying to get that one out on the doorstep. He had Kritzek right there, as well as Hunter Coakley in the area, both crashing in on the netminder Olsen, but Olsen is able to square that one up and finally get a cover. Puck back out to center now for Sell. Off the draw, Pine City gets into the offensive zone. Centering feed, trying to get for McKiska. He was tied up back behind. Had his stick lifted, but he was not able to get any type of touch on that one. Carpenter steps up, fires a shot through, or wide of the net, I should say. Rydberg able to hold the zone on the near side, works his way underneath. Drops the puck underneath for Sluka up top. Carpenter tried to fire away a wrister, but he lost it. Now the lead pass comes ahead for Foray. Foray wakes in on the breakaway. Foray off the pipe. Foray was on the breakaway and hit the pipe. Now Rudek tried to put it out in front. Foray tied up. Can't get a shot away. Puck back to the point on the far side, and Struve can't hold the zone. It'll come back out to center. Mora was right there to be able to take the lead here against Pine City. Carpenter over to the far side now for Rydberg. McKiska will play it back for Rydberg as Pine City looks to kind of slow things up a little bit. Long lead pass cross ice now for McKiska. McKiska works his way in on the left wing. Fires a shot through. Knocked to the corner on the near side. Parker Sell back behind. Slips one, slips a second. Able to get away for Sluka. Back underneath. Far side and a goal by Youngbauer, who stepped up on the play. Ryder Youngbauer. Sluka came through, wanted to backhand it underneath for Parker Sell. Wasn't able to connect on that one as it was deflected away, but Ryder Youngbauer stepping up on the far point was the benefactor. And at 13:50, allows Pine City to retake the lead at 2-1. Smetna gets the assist. Puck comes back out to the neutral zone. Sent back in by Youngbauer. Puck will head back behind and get a whistle. Icing, they'll move the puck all the way back deep into the Pine City zone. The far side left of Olsen. Goal apiece for each team here in the period. Mora tied it up, and then Pine City retook the lead. Mora has had definitely some solid opportunities, none bigger than the breakaway for Foray. Foray just rang the bell, hit the post. Pine City back with it now. Steiner trying to drag it out in the corner. Way it'll come with Welch, who fires a shot, deflected up into the netting. .235 to play period number 2. Sluka to take the draw on the far side right against Hunter Coakley. Sluka wins the draw back. Carpenter fired a shot, but it kind of dribbled off of his stick. Another shot by McKiska ended up making it to the netminder. Nordenstrom kicks that one back behind. Puck over to the far side. Foray gets it back to the point, but it's held in by Carpenter. Over to the near side for Rydberg. Fires a shot just off the glove of Nordenstrom, but goes back behind the net. Sell trying to be able to dig that one out. Able to get it away momentarily for McKiska. Back to the point for Carpenter. Fires a shot. Tipped out in front as Sell is on the doorstep. Sell gets absolutely dumped. And we got a hand up and a penalty coming on the Mora Mustangs. That'll be a roughing call. I believe it was against Gravning. Nope, not on Gravning. It's 16, not 15. Hunter Coakley takes the penalty. Third opportunity on the power play now for the Dragons. They are 1 of 2 to this point. Draw on the far side as we work our way under 2 minutes, basically 2 minutes exactly. The game clock and the power play are synced up, so Pine City will remain on the power play unless they score for the remainder of the period. Shot by Smetna, save made and deflected out of the zone as it just trickles its way past the blue line. Smetna will chase back after it to start it ahead for the Dragons. Works his way in on the left wing. Tried to set things up inside. Nice job by Leaguer being able to lift the stick momentarily to be able to get possession of the puck. But Mora still able to get the clear. Brought in now by Smetna once again on the far side. Smetna goes back behind, picks it up there, lays it off now for Leaguer. Leaguer on that power play unit. Back to the point for Lindblom. Lindblom back for Leaguer on the far side. Leaguer out for Lindblom, tipped on the doorstep, just goes wide of the net. Run down by Lindblom, he'll work his way on the corner, dancing around an official. Back underneath for Leaguer. Leaguer centers out in front. Linnell jamming away at it, and Linnell ends up landing on the top of Nordenstrom. Nordenstrom still able to get the cover. Linnell was crashing in hard, and I don't know whether he was pushed over the top of him or he just happened to land on top of him. But Nordenstrom pops up. No worse for the wear, but he was able to get the cover, so stops it. .58 seconds remain in the period and on the power play. Mora has 5 guys out there. Now they're trying to figure out who was on the ice. They tried to change after the hand went up. And Mora is able to get the people they wanted to ultimately. Puck back underneath. Chasing into the corner. McKiska has checked off the puck, and it'll come away with Mora. 2-on-2 going the other direction as they try to slow things up to be able to waste some time, but be able to get something going offensively. Kritzek has it knocked away from him, and now it's going to be Sluka that'll bring it back for Pine City. In on the left wing, he's checked off the puck. Goes back behind Steiner. Backhands that one away as check by Sluka is in there. Shot by Sell is knocked away. Blocker save made. Puck up top for Sell. Sell over to the near side. One-timer. McKiska buries that one. Mason McKiska on the power play. Got the one-timer from Sell. Sluka also in on the assist. Makes it now 3-1. Mora sends that puck back into the Pine City zone as we got 15 seconds remaining in the period. McKiska is going to pin it up against the boards on the far side. Dug out by Ashworth over to the near side just behind Kritzak. Couldn't be able to get anything on it. Down to 2 seconds remaining, and now we get a penalty coming. It's going to be a slashing call going on Jimmy Lindblom for Pine City. So now Mora is going to go on the power play. That penalty is going to come at the 16:58 mark, so 2 seconds remaining in the period. Basically be a draw, maybe a shot, but the puck goes to the corner, and that'll be the end of the second period. Mora gets a power play opportunity and a goal, but Pine City gets 2 goals of their own and pushes the lead out to 3-1. Stick with us during the intermission break. We'll talk to Coach Sauter and wrap up the second period of play here on FM 106.5, AM 1350, WCMP Online.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with the mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our rapid mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Reliance Financial is a full-service accounting and tax firm. They offer a broad range of services for both business and personal finance. They take pride in helping their clients achieve their financial goals. Reliance Financial can help you with tax planning and preparation, wealth management, and day-to-day accounting needs for your business. Whatever your financial needs are, reach out to the knowledgeable staff at Reliance Financial today. Locally owned and operated. Find them at rfinancial.org or 307-462-6991.
Rydberg & Sons is your local family-owned and operated excavation company. From Class 5 and custom gravel crushing to shoreline restoration, Rydberg & Sons are your guys. They also do grading, building site preparation, demolition, graveling of roads, and much more. Need fill? They got you covered from boulders or gravel to recycled blacktop and concrete. Call the crew at Rydberg & Sons at 320-629-2503. Rydberg & Sons, we move the earth. The Rydberg family, proudly playing hockey in Pine City since 1945.
FM 106.5, WCMP. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Pine City, joined by Coach Sauter. Coach, Mormalaka gets the one goal, but you guys are able to battle back, get two more goals, and be able to take a 2-goal lead going into the second intermission.
It was nice to bounce back. Yeah, we definitely had a mental lapse there defensively, but for us to get the next one and then pile on another one going into the third was big.
Mora had definitely a couple of opportunities on the offensive zone, notably the breakaway, but is it just a matter of making sure they stay home on defense, or what is it to make sure that you kind of limit that going the other direction?
For sure. I mean, they've been trying to do it all night. As soon as their D touch the pucks, their wings are flying out of the zone, and we've been telling our D, we know they do that before coming into the game, so they got to make sure their head's on a swivel and making sure they're behind that D so they don't get those breaks.
Parker Sell he's really turned things on, I feel, as the season has gone along. I don't want to say he started slow, but he didn't have a lot of goals to start the season, but he has been kind of almost otherworldly over the last handful of games.
He's our motor. I mean, you can see it. I mean, he drew the penalty there to get us that power play, and, man, when he turns it on, he's determined. There isn't anybody that's going to stop him.
Definitely moving very well with or without the puck, really, and controlling things in the offensive zone. Nice to see also, Youngbauer got the goal. You mentioned, the D kind of pinching up a little bit, but being able to see the offensive portion of that as well.
Yeah, we tell our D all the time, just be smart when you make your pinches and throw it at the net, and that's what Ryder did, so that was nice. And then it was nice to see Mickey, use his shot on that power play to get us a 2-goal lead.
What's the message going into the third period?
Same as always. Just keep moving our feet. It's play to our level. Play Dragon hockey. Let's not play down anybody else's level. Let's play our game and finish them off.
Well, thanks for joining us during the second intermission. We'll talk to you in the postgame.
Thanks, Andy.
We'll come back and we'll wrap up the second period of play when we return on FM 106.5, AM 1350, WCMP online.
Hi, I'm Eric Hoppy. If you're looking to buy a quality vehicle from someone you can trust without having to haggle, come see me, Eric Hoppy, at Kanabec Auto Sales, located in Mora on Highway 65. I'll help you find the right vehicle for you and your family and make sure you're satisfied with your investment. And I understand how important it is to stay within your budget. Cars you can trust from a guy you can trust. That's me, Eric Hoppy, Kanabec Auto Sales in Mora.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/getThere. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/getThere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
106.5 FM, AM 1350, and WCMP Online. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Pine City at the Pine City Civic Center. Pine City area Dragons leading it 3-1 here after two periods of play over the top of the Mora-Malacca Mustangs. Mora-Malacca will start the third period with a power play, however. It'll be their first power play opportunity of the game. Second period goes like this. 4:45, Mora gets a goal from Austin Rudek, assisted by Ashworth and Steiner, made it 1-1. Mora had a couple of really golden opportunities, including a breakaway opportunity by Trenton Foray. Put it off of the post, rang that bell pretty darn hard as it came almost right back to him. And on that 2-on-1, they tried to stuff that one back in, but Olsen able to slow that one down. Gave Pine City opportunity to be able to get things going on their offensive end. 13:50, Pine City gets a goal. Ryder Youngbauer comes in from his defensive spot, assisted by Smetna. Be able to make it now 2-1 in favor of Pine City. 15 minutes, Mora takes a roughing penalty, put Pine City back on the power play, and Mason McKiska gets a one-time opportunity from Sal and Sluka and buried that one in the back of the net to make it 3-1 for the Dragons. They lead it over the top of the Mora-Malacca Mustangs here after two periods of play. Taking a look at some of the other scores around the area. In boys basketball, Mora is tied with Albany in the second half at 49. 35-32 is the lead for the Rush City girls over the top of the Hinckley Finlayson Jaguars at the moment. And the other girls basketball game going on tonight, Spectrum holds a 2-point lead, 47-45 over the top of Onamia, and some other games going on around our local area. Join us for a whole host of games tomorrow night. In boys basketball, Mora hosts North Branch. Cambridge Isani hosts Monticello. Rush City will take on the Onamia Panthers. And in girls basketball, Rush City will take on the Mora Mustangs. Also in action will be the Pine City girls hockey squad as they play host to the North Shore girls hockey squad. I will have that game for you here on WCMP Online. And join us for handful of games on Saturday as well. 3 games going on as it is. The first game will be girls hockey, Cambridge Isani and Sartell. I say Cambridge Isani, but it's actually Northern Tier. The Northern Tier Stars, Cambridge Isani, North Branch, and St. Francis in that matchup, taking on Sartell. That'll be at David C. Johnson Civic Center in Isani at 1 o'clock. 3 p.m., Cambridge Isani boys basketball against Big Lake. And then 7 p.m., Pine City girls hockey against Chisago Lakes here in Pine City. That'll be a big matchup on the other side in boys hockey as the boys squad will head to Chisago Lakes in another big matchup in Section 5A as we work our way towards postseason play. So exciting to be able to have playoff sports here in our local area and the state of Minnesota. So definitely looking forward to that. Stay tuned to WCMPradio.com/broadcast schedule to be able to find all of the updates as far as what games we're going to be covering. It's also the location to be able to get the link to our YouTube feed to be able to see the game. If you are listening on the radio and you're not hearing the game you're looking for, then definitely check it out there. Be able to find the YouTube stream to be able to listen and or watch all of those games there. So we hope you can join us for some of those games up and coming here on WCMP. I want to thank DPR Builders, our intermission sponsor, for helping us out tonight. Also thank Franson Bank and Trust and Spear & Swanson. A lot of sponsors jumping on board throughout the course of the year, helping us out, be able to bring all these games for you. A couple of minutes, we'll have the third period for you here from the Pine City Civic Center when we return on WCMP.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Each and every hockey player on the ice has had dreams of one day making it to the pros. As we get older, we still have dreams, but those dreams change. Are you dreaming of a new home or maybe a remodeling project on your current home? Let Log Creek Builders help you make your dreams a reality. George Sell with Log Creek Builders is ready to help you complete your next project. Visit Log Creek Builders on Facebook to see what dreams have come true for others and what is possible for you. Log Creek Builders says good luck and go Dragons.
Before it's too late, call Dale's Heating and Appliance. Winters here can be brutal. When the temperatures drop, it's important to keep your heating system working in your home or office. Dale's Heating and Appliance will install and service an array of top brand heating systems and provide 24-hour emergency service. Trustworthy, on-time, and worry-free, Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City, serving all communities. For expert service guaranteed, call 320-629-3531.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with the mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our rapid mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Reliance Financial is a full-service accounting and tax firm. They offer a broad range of services for both business and personal finance. They take pride in helping their clients achieve their financial goals. Reliance Financial can help you with tax planning and preparation, wealth management, and day-to-day accounting needs for your business. Whatever your financial needs are, reach out to the knowledgeable staff at Reliance Financial today. Locally owned and operated. Find them at rfinancial.org or 307-462-6991.
WCMP online, FM 106.5 and AM 1350. All of our various stations to be able to bring you tonight's game. Pine City area Dragons play host to the Mora Malacca Mustangs here in a Sports Thursday from the Dragon Dome, if you will. We are underway now in the third period of action. Pine City wins the initial face-off back and sends it deep into the Mora zone as they are shorthanded to start the period. Mora, their first opportunity on the power play. We'll start with the pass over to the far side for Kritzek. Crosses the line, works his way all the way deep, and fires a shot in. Save made by Olsen. Had that puck come up a little high on him. I think it might actually went into his jersey. Trying to be able to dig that out from there. Stuck in his chest protector. Able to get that out. We'll play on. 100 seconds remain in the power play. 16:39 to go in the period. Up top now for Kritzek. Slides it over to the far side for Steiner. Back for Kritzek. Quick one-timer out to the far side. Grabbing. Nice tic-tac-toe, but Ashworth just missed the net. He had a wide open net to work with, but he couldn't connect on it. And now Linnell is going to get a clear back out to the neutral zone. Beautiful passing by the Mustangs on that play. Just couldn't cash in. Shot by Gravning is saved, but not held onto. That time by Olsen. Pine City still able to get the clear down the length of the ice. Steiner will come back after it and start it ahead. Kraft's pass over to the near side is deflected, but picked up by the Mustangs. Ashworth will skate all the way back into his own end to be able to start it. Ahead it goes for Steiner. Steiner lays it ahead for Foray and works his way in on the right wing. Foray slides that one in. Back for Steiner. Steiner sets up. Lost it for a moment. Sell tried to chase in after him, but unable to get it. Gravning back behind. Joined by Foray to the back point on the far side, and it just comes across the line. Steiner will come back to his own end to be able to pick that one up. Lead pass to the far side. Crossing will be Kritzek. Works his way into the offensive zone. Goes all the way back behind. Comes for a short side shot for Olsen. Hit the pipe on the side of the pipe. And Pine City able to get the clear back out to the neutral zone. Puck gathered up by Sluka. Sluka makes a nice move in with Sell. Cross for Sell. Sell slides it 5-hole. He had Nordstrom beat, but it got caught up in his leg pads. And wasn't able to get the goal, but Parker Sell has had a couple of golden opportunities here tonight as the Dragons are back to full strength. Youngbauer in on the right wing, trying to hold it in the zone, be able to get something set up offensively. Steiner takes it away from him, off for Ashworth. Ashworth wraps it around the boards over to the near side. It's going to come away now with Foray all the way back into the Pine City zone, and now we get a whistle as Ashworth is slow to come off. Ashworth having a hard time coming off the ice, being helped by a couple of his players. They get the trainer out onto the ice to be able to work with her as they kind of slide him over to the side, get him back to the bench area to be able to help him off the ice. They move the faceoff back out to center now for the draw. No penalty on the play. So we play on 5-on-5. Set out at center. Welch wins the draw back. Now for the Dragons. Ahead it comes. It's going to be picked off by Price. Tries to play it into the zone. Kritzek will work his way in the zone. Fires that shot in. Knocked to the corner as Kritzek is dumped by Carpenter. Back underneath, Rydberg plays along the boards along that far side, trying to get it out of the zone. Price pinched in to be able to knock it down. He gets checked off the puck. Mora in helping, and now we get a whistle. And a Mora player down in the corner. As we move the trainer back onto the ice once again. How the officials are going to talk about it. I think it's going to be Rydberg that'll head to the box. While the trainers work on the injured Mustang, we'll step away.
Rydberg & Sons is your local family-owned and operated excavation company. From Class 5 and custom gravel crushing to shoreline restoration, Rydberg & Sons are your guys. They also do grading, building site preparation, demolition, graveling of roads, and much more. Need fill? They got you covered from boulders or gravel to recycled blacktop and concrete. Call the crew at Rydberg & Sons at 320-629-2503. Rydberg & Sons, we move the earth. The Rydberg family, proudly playing hockey in Pine City since 1945.
WCMP FM 106.5 AM 1350. The injured Mustang was Hunter Coakley. He was able to get up and skate off under his own power. So they'll move the faceoff into the zone. It's going to be a 5-minute major for Rydberg. Now Coach Sauter wants to discuss with the official momentarily. Had to come back and get the puck. There'll be a face-off now on the near side. Pine City just killed off a power play for Mora. And now Mora will be back on the power play. That puck slides out of the zone. Will come back out to the neutral zone. 5-minute power play for the Mustangs, down by 2 goals. They'll stay on the power play for the entire 5 minutes. Get the puck in on the left wing. Kritzek works his way back behind, trying to get it out front for Gravney. Gets it over on the far side. Tried to center it out in front. Can't get it connected with anybody. Shot comes all the way through from Steiner. Picked up by Ashworth back behind. Now over to the near side. Up top for Steiner. Over to the near side. Tipped away. And now a foot race trying to be able to get after it is Sluka. Sluka works his way in shorthanded. Tries to center it out for McKiska. It's going to be deflected away, and Foray will chop it to the corner. Sluka picks it up from there, though. Taken away by Ashworth. And Steiner will start it out. He pass over to the near side. Punchy trying to knock that one away out at center. It comes into the zone, but picked up there by Carpenter and sent down the length of the ice. Steiner will set it up back behind his net. Waits for his offense to get set. Slides it over to the near side. Lead pass intended for Kritzek on the far side is knocked away momentarily. Now into the zone. Gravning will bring it in on the left wing. Works his way back behind the netminder Olsen. Slides it over to the near side. Pinching in is going to be Anderson. Brody Anderson drops that one off for Gravning. Now back to the point for Steiner. Plays it underneath for Kritzek. Back up top's one-timer for Steiner. Went off the side of his stick. It's going to be picked up, and it'll be Parker Sell working the other direction. He's going to be in with Welch. Parker Sell all the way inside, makes a move, got out in front, but he couldn't carry it all the way through. Puck will come back to the Pine City zone, but Dragons right there for it. Long pass sent out of the zone, and now cleared by Kritzek up into the bench area. And now we're going to get a timeout as the The Mustangs take their timeout. Third period of action. 3:06 to go in the major penalty. 12:17 to go in the game. Pine City leads it 3-1 over the top of Mora. We'll be back on WCMP.
Hi, I'm Eric Hoppy. If you're looking to buy a quality vehicle from someone you can trust without having to haggle, come see me, Eric Hoppy, at Kanabec Auto Sales, located in Mora on Highway 65. I'll help you find the right vehicle for you and your family and make sure you're satisfied with your investment. And I understand how important it is to stay within your budget. Cars you can trust from a guy you can trust. That's me, Eric Hoppy, Kanabec Auto Sales in Mora.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store. Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Puck comes into the Pine City zone. Now cleared out down the length of the ice by the Dragons. 2:42 to go in the power play for the Mora Mustangs. Steiner from behind his own net will start it out. Quick touch pass over to the far side and sent in by Kritzek. Puck back behind, over to the near side. Out it'll come. Centering feed out in front for Gravning. Just out of his reach. It'll come back out to center. Steiner will have to pick it up from there. Played in on the far side and off sides at the blue line. Move the faceoff back out to center. Draw in the neutral zone. One back by Lindblom, or ball back to Lindblom, I should say, and sent down the length of the ice. Back after it and set up back behind now for Steiner. Steiner has been out there as well as most of the Mustangs here for almost this entire power play. 2 minutes to go in the power play as Ashworth checked off the puck and will be picked up by the Dragons. They'll try to start it out. Sluka will flip it high over the top of everybody all the way down the length of the ice. Steiner to start it from his own end once again. Head for Forey, cross ice over to the far side and in. On the far side is going to be Price. Puts the brakes on. Gets it back for Forey. Backhands it underneath, but Carpenter will pick it up there for the Dragons. Plays it over to the near side, but Kritzek there to be able to pick it up. Gravning back for Kritzek. Kritzek works his way up top for Steiner. Steiner fires a shot, save made, trying to gather it up as Olsen, unable to do so. But sent down the length of the ice nonetheless by the Dragons. Able to get the clear. Minute 7 to go in the power play. 10-17 to go in the game. Long lead pass for Gravning comes into the zone, but Lindblom will pick it up and send it down the length of the ice. Sell trying to forecheck in on Steiner now. Puck back out to the neutral zone as the Mustangs try to set it up in their own end. Dragons come away with the puck, and now it's going to be Welch. Welch swings it wide over to the far side. He's going to be in with Sal, but the puck is knocked away by the Mustangs. Back out through center. Trickled its way over to the near side. Stokely tried to play that one ahead. And now finally it'll come away with Kritzek. Kritzek into the high slot. He's ridden off the puck over to the far side. Steiner. Cross ice feed rifled over to the near side now for Coakley. Coakley will go back behind, trying to get it out in front. Got it to the doorstep, but there's nobody there. Olsen able to cover that one relatively easily as it just kind of trickled out on the doorstep. 13 seconds remain in the power play, 9:25 to go in the hockey game. Mora kind of needed to be able to get something on this power play as they trail 3-1. Draw one back for the Mustangs and picked up immediately by Carpenter. Carpenter races his way through center, flips it in on the left wing. Puck back behind over to the far side. Steiner up against it as Pine City able to kill off all 5 minutes of that power play. Major goes by the wayside. Mora 0 for 2 on the power play. Puck along the near side will come back out to center and back into the Mora zone. Puck along that far side and sent along the far side boards. Sent down by Price. Picked up by the Mustangs, or by the Dragons rather. Trying to play it ahead for Leaguer was Smetna. He gets knocked away and sent back in by the Dragons. Lindblom is going to chase back after it with 8.5 to play here in the game. Back out to center. Try to get it ahead for Sell. It was knocked away from him, and it'll come in Lindblom. But Smetna was about 3 strides in too early. Well deep into the zone. Offsides will play it once again. Face-off back out at center. One back by the Dragons. In it comes now. Sell tries to fire that one in. Close. McKiska in the corner. Plays it underneath. Up top it'll come. Sluka rifles a shot. Blocker save made by Nordenstrom. Goes back behind. Face off on the far side left. Draw one back. Sell fires a shot high over the top of Nordenstrom. Back to the point on the near side. Kept in by the Dragons. Youngbauer stepped up on that. Plays it underneath. Sell trying to jam away on the doorstep. The only thing that went in the net was him. Now another shot comes through, this time from Lindblom. Save made. Sell again trying to jam away at that one. Unable to get it into the net. McKiska comes up on the near side to be able to pinch in, be able to hold it in the zone. Sell into the slot, fires a shot, misses the net. Hit the glass back behind. And Mora able to get it clear down the length of the ice. That'll be icing on Mora. We'll head all the way back into the Mustang zone. Shot comes through off the draw. Haug had it and fired it in on Nordenstrom. Able to make the save. Taking a look at one of the other games in our local area that has gone final. The Mora boys, their undefeated season comes to an end 50-49 as a last-minute shot is missed. And Albany wins that one over the top of the Mustangs. Puck sent in deep by the Dragons. Smetna in the corner. Turns and fires it out in front. Nordenstrom deflected it. He wanted to hold it, but deflected it out in front. Puck still comes away with Kritzek, works his way into the offensive zone, loses the puck. He's in 1-on-5, tries to play it over to the near side. Welch will make a move and try to come away with it. Puck still free on this near side, eventually gathered up by Carpenter and started out by the Mustangs. Leaguer's going to fire that one in deep into the zone with 6.5 to play. Puck on the near side, Smetna back behind trying to slip through a couple of people, but Kale is going to come away with it for the Mustangs. Played with a high stick. It'll be touched up by the Dragons. Get a face-off down into the Pine City zone. Puck back behind. It'll come out now with the Dragons. McKiska bouncing puck over to the far side for Sell, trying to settle that one down. Goes back behind. Forey will play it over to the near side. Rudek plays it back behind. Rudek scored the Mora goal, but haven't heard much from him since then. He played very well in the first period and a half about. But Pine City has done a pretty good job being able to keep him in check since then. 5:59 to play here in the game. 3-1 is our score in favor of the Pine City area Dragons. Face off on the near side right of Nordenstrom. Draw one back initially by Pine City, but taken away immediately. As I mentioned, haven't heard much from Rudek, and Rudek fires his way into the offensive zone. He'll peel off for a change, but he's able to gain the zone and set it up for the Dragons. Back it'll come with Sell. Sell lost it. Sluka tried to carry it across, but instead it's going to be Gravning going the other direction. Gravning drops, shot by Coakley, save made by Olsen. He's able to gather that one up and hold on. Get a face-off in the Pine City zone. Face-off on the near side left of Olsen. Official comes in to make sure that the net is on its spot. Draw one back by Welch. Carpenter will try to play it around to the far side with 5.5 to play. Puck back to the blue line, kept in, and a shot taken by Forey, deflected by a lot of traffic out in front, and now back it'll come for Smetna. Smetna, long lead pass out for Leaguer, crosses his way into the offensive zone, swings it wide to the near side, backhands it out in front. Smetna was there, but it was just a little bit behind him and couldn't get a stick on it. It'll be sent the length of the ice. That'll be icing on Mora. Great opportunity again by Pine City, just couldn't quite get a stick on it. Face off on the near side right of Nordenstrom. Draw one back and a quick shot by Carpenter on a one-timer. Correction, not Carpenter. That's going to be Hunter Haug. 14, not 44. Save made and held on to by Nordenstrom. Get another draw one back by Pine City. Smetna trying to get it underneath. He's going to be harassed by a couple of Mustangs. They get along the boards along the near side and out of the zone. It'll come back into the Pine City end. Carpenter will work his way back into his own end for it. Over to the near side now for Hogg. Hogg tried to lead it ahead for Leaguer, just out of his reach, unable to connect there. Steiner picks it up for the Mustangs and plays it in on the left wing. On the far side of the ice. Back through center it comes. Smetna got tripped up on the play, kind of incidental contact. Welch works his way back into the slot. Loses the puck, however, as it's knocked away from him and gathered up by Peterson. Puck back out to the neutral zone, and they wave off a hand pass. It was almost a hand pass. Shot over to the near side, just wide of the official that got hit with the puck earlier. That will come for Welch. Welch flips that puck into the zone. Back behind Smetna, meets at it with Peterson. Puck near side along the boards. They'll come back out to the neutral zone. Youngbauer will pick it up in the neutral zone, sent in by Sluka on the far side. 3:50 to play here in the game. Puck on the far side. Steiner gets it back to the blue line. Sluka able to hold the zone. Tried to play it underneath for Sell. But instead it'll come away now with Kritzek. Kritzek over to the near side. Swings her wide on the right wing, but offsides at the blue line. Move the face-off back out to the neutral zone. 3:35 to play here in the hockey game. Draw one back and picked up by Forey. Tries to lead it ahead for Steiner on the far side, just a little bit out of his reach. Pine City in their own zone will get it back to the blue line. Sluka crosses the line and works his way into the zone. Lost the puck. Tried to get it ahead for Sell. Unable to do so. 3:06 to play here in the game. Puck over to the far side into the corner. Working way out into the neutral zone, or into the slot area, I should say, was Sluka. Puck back through center. And now over to the far side. Sell got it to the blue line, but it was chopped away from him by Forey. Dragons dumped that puck deep into the zone. 2.5 to play here in the ball game. Ashworth works his way back through center. Now it's going to be brought in, and a shot taken by Rudek. Save made by Olsen. 2:20 to play in the hockey game. And now we get a whistle. I believe going to be on the Dragons. That penalty is going to come at the 14:47 mark of period number 3. He'll put Mora back on the power play once again. They are 0 for 2 to this point. Pine City's had 3 opportunities. They're 2 of 3 on the power play. Parker Sell and Mason McKiska able to convert. .213 to play in the hockey game. 2 minutes will be on the power play for the Mustangs. Shot comes through, save made and held onto by Olsen. Whether it was on goal or not, might have been a little bit wide, but it was close enough. Just scooped that one up, able to hold on. Face off on the far side of Olsen, and a quick whistle on the draw. Sluka and Ashworth with the draw. One back by Ashworth. Forey will set it up on the point on the far side. Up top for Steiner. Steiner steps up into the low slot, fires a shot. I think it went off of an arm or a shoulder. It was pretty high, but stepping up, a shot by Ritzek is knocked away. Steiner fires another shot. This one's tipped out in front, goes wide of the net. And now it's going to be cleared out down the length of the ice by the Dragons. Out to knock it down is going to be Nordenstrom. Steiner will work back behind the net. Pick it up and start it out. Long lead pass on the far side. Comes free into the zone. That shot deflected high up off of the net and back behind. Into the corner on the far side. Down to a minute 20 to go. Minute left to go in the power play. Steiner up top over to the near side. Trying to chop along on that one as the extra attacker is on now. Ashworth steps onto the ice. The netminder is out at the other end. 53 seconds remain. It's going to come out for Parker Sell. Sell weaves his way a couple of ways. Steiner able to knock it away from him. 1 minute remaining in the period. 44 seconds remain in the 2-player advantage, essentially, with the empty net for the Mustangs. Puck a little bit out of the reach on the near side. It'll come into the zone as Ashworth able to still hold the zone. Puck over to the far side. 40 seconds remain. Puck along the far side is going to be back for Steiner at the point. Gravning got it back over to the near side. Shot taken is deflected and sent down the length of the ice, just wide of the net. It'll be icing. Welch had it and sent it the length of the ice. It'll be icing. And it'll come all the way back into the Pine City zone. Nope, they're going to put the faceoff out at center. Mora gets it set up in the zone. Puck line the near side, working back to the point is going to be Kritzek. Loses the puck as it's knocked away by McKiska. McKiska harassing him pretty hard on that one. Forey flips it over to the near side as the Mustangs are back to full strength. Puck sent deep into the zone. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that will be your final score. 3-1 as the Pine City Dragons win it over the top of the Mora Malacca Mustangs to split the season series at 1 apiece. We'll wrap things up here on the post game and take a look at some of the other scores from our area games and get you set for this weekend when we return on FM 106.5 AM 1350 WCMP online.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/get there. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
WCMP 106.5 AM 1350 and WCMP online. Andy Beckstrom on here at the ballpark here for the post game. Pine City wins it 3-1 over the top of the Mora Malacca Mustangs, joined by Coach Sauter here for the post game. And first and foremost, congratulations on the victory.
Yeah, thanks. Boys skated hard. Mora was missing their best player, but our guys stuck to it. We didn't maybe have our best at all the time, but it was good enough to win.
Yeah, it's tough when you're missing a guy like Parker Mitchell, that's for sure. But at the same time, it felt like maybe with Parker Mitchell, you guys were still skating pretty fast. Didn't get some of the results on the offensive end I think you were maybe looking for, but still able to control the puck for most of the game.
Yeah, puck possession was good. I wish I knew how many shot attempts we had. It probably had to be close to 100, but I don't know how many actually hit the net. But, yeah, you got to be happy with that. Just, again, if we put more of those on net, and it might be a different score, but we're happy.
You guys are able to take advantage on the power play as well, 2 for 3 on the night, and able to hold Mora out of the net on the power play. They were 0 for 3 on the night. Special teams really something to kind of key on going into the postseason.
Yeah, we've been working on that a lot lately in practice, and with the limited amount of practice time we do have, it's important that we use every second of it. So we've really tried to focus on that because it's been kind of up and down this year, but yeah, last couple of games it's been better. So.
You guys' next matchup is going to be at Chisago Lakes. Played them just the other night. Played them tough in a game that I think both you and me probably thought you guys could have won that game. Kind of looking forward to that next matchup. This one at Chisago. You think it's going to be a little different atmosphere with some fans in the stands too?
Sure. Yeah, we we've beaten every team that's beaten us first. We've beaten them the second time besides Monticello. So we're looking to return the favor to Chisago.
Well, maybe if you take them out in the postseason as well.
yeah, even better.
So looking forward to the postseason, and thank you for joining us here on the postgame.
All right, thank you.
We'll hand the headset over to Jimmy Lindblom, our Nichols Cafe player of the game, joining us here on the postgame. And first and foremost, thanks for joining us here on the postgame, and congratulations on the victory.
Yeah, thank you.
How did it feel out there on your side from your vantage point out on the ice?
Oh, it felt good. The boys were going good, and it was a hard-fought game.
You had an opportunity to be able to spend some time out on the power play. You guys had the 5-on-3 in the first period. You were able to score on that one. Were you on the ice when the puck slid in on that close-in goal?
Yeah, I was. I think it went off one of their foots. It was a good play by McCoy Lazier there.
Okay, it seemed like we couldn't really see very well even from up here. It just dribbled its way in, but nonetheless able to make it 1-0. You guys played very well on special teams, not only on the power play but also on the penalty kill, something that Coach Sauter said you guys have been working on quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. Every practice.
Is that something you're kind of looking forward to now as we move not only Chisago on Saturday but also towards the postseason?
Yeah, boys are looking forward for the postseason. Going to be a tough match on Saturday against Chisago Lakes, so.
Looking to be able to get some revenge possibly at their arena. Well, congratulations on being a Nichols Cafe player of the game. Thank you for joining us here on the postgame.
Thank you.
We'll come back and we'll wrap things up here on the postgame from Pine City on WCMP.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/get-there. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350 Pine City. Thanks for joining us here for the postgame, wrapping things up for the hockey game. Pine City got on the board first on the power play. Parker South 13:45 of the first period, made it 1-0. Second period, 4:45, Mora battles back. Austin Rudek from Ashworth and Steiner made it 1-1. And we went most of the period with not much action after that point. 13:50 of the period, about 10 minutes later, Pine City, though, gets a goal from Ryder Youngbauer, assisted by Smetna. Made it 2-1. Pine City tacks on the third goal at 16:40. On the power play, Mason McKiska with a one-timer fed from Sell, also an assist to Sluka. Made it 3-1. That's our final score for tonight's matchup. Other games, kind of taking a quick peek at the area scoreboard. Mora falls to Albany in boys basketball 50-49, so the undefeated Mustangs are no longer undefeated as they lose that game. Spectrum downs Onamia 50-45 in girls basketball, and late in the game in girls basketball, Rush City leads Hinckley Finlayson 60-46. That one with about a minute left to go in that game. Join us tomorrow night. We're going to have a handful of games coming for you on our schedule. In boys basketball, Mora will host North Branch, Cambridge St. Sandy will host Monticello, and Onamia will host Rush City. In girls basketball, Rush City will host Mora. The one game that I will have will be Pine City girls as they play host to North Shore. So we hope you can join us for one of those matchups in tomorrow night's games. Wrapping things up here from the ballpark with the loss. The Mora Malacca Mustangs fall to 6-7 on the year. And their next matchup will be at home against La Crescent Hoka to wrap things up. With the victory, the Pine City boys will move to 9-8 on the year, 8-6 in conference play. And their next matchup will be 2 o'clock in Chisago on Saturday. That'll be a huge matchup for postseason implications in that one as Pine City will take on Chisago. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. Want to thank all of our sponsors for jumping on board all the way up and down. Want to thank Nichols Cafe for sponsoring our postgame and DPR Construction for sponsoring our intermission report for each of the intermissions today. I want to thank the coaches for coming up and visiting with us. And, of course, congratulations to Jimmy Lindblom on being the Nichols Cafe player of the game. 3-1 our final score as Pine City wins it over the top of Mora Malacca. And until tomorrow night, have a good night, everybody.